do.
Are you trying to fade out of the conspiracy theories?
They were driving me crazy. I know I
tapped out?
No, I still have my theories.
This is the Obama administration that is responsible for this, the whole thing, because he tried to appease people by saying he was going to drill.
I like when Bush was in
drilling.
office, he wasn't into conspiracy theory. Now he is. Okay.
Oh no! Now they're all happening.
Politics.
See, because he had said he was going to start drilling, and people were like, "Yeah, good. We need more oil. We're going to start drilling." And he said, "Yeah, we're going to look into drilling." And then he had his people blow up this platform, get this leak going, so now he can say, I don't want to drill, because he never wanted to drill in the first place, and now he's got a reason, and the public will be like, yeah, we shouldn't drill.
Okay.
So he's responsible for the whole thing, his administration.
They just swam right up to that thing that they had a camera on.
They sent Navy SEALs with thermite paint, and they painted the thing and blew it up.
You got a theory on this, Bill?
I have a theory. I saw a thing the other day where this guy had 21 kids that then produced 90 grandchildren, and I think what's coming out of his dick is worse for the environment than what's coming out of the ocean. You know?
God damn.
That's an environmental disaster.
Are you talking about 19 and counting? Does your girl watch 19 and counting?
No,
or is it 18 and counting?
No, it was in Rolling Stone. It was some R&B singer.
Of course.
It's who I had never heard of.
Sure.
Right? And he had dude, there's another kid in Tennessee. He's 29 years old. He has 21 kids.
And 22 women.
And they go they go like what he goes, I don't know. He goes, it just happened.
It just happened.
He goes,
My dick fell into another chicken.
Like 2 years, he had 4 children. He had 4 children 2 separate years.
Oh God!
Wow. What?
So now they're trying to break up his check for all the child support.
Oh wow!
Which is literally coming out to like 37 cents per person. So they're dragging him in jail. It's like it's horrible. He produced 21 fucking kids who really aren't going to have a father.
No.
Who are going to, then do what the fuck he did, unless they go to therapy.
No, this is...
and learn that it's wrong.
It's not going to be...
Yeah, it's not.
It's not going to be changed.
And
do you even know 90
people.
people's names? Forget about the extra 21, like you could even...
No. That's insane. Yeah, was it somebody who is maybe from a background that is stereotypically known to procreate at a ridiculous rate?
I think you're kind of in your own... You're in your own league when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you? India, a bunch of people over there have like fucking 12 kids.
India,
you know.
Yeah,
I mean, we can steer it into the black neighborhoods again, like you always like to.
All right. Let me do that now by commenting on a video clip I saw yesterday.
Anthony.
What? No.
You know what you like? You like me when I was into conspiracy theory and all I did was read shit that supported my opinion. I already had my mind made up and I was like, see, there you go.
No.
And after a while, I realized I was a moron. But for some reason, Anthony, you never have that moment of clarity.
This happened and no one's talking about it. And it is a racially based crime.
What happened?
The Tea Party people were having a little tea party.
Oh yeah, that guy on the video.
Yes, yeah, they were protesting and peacefully protesting, and a black gentleman walked up and socked one of the guys right in the fucking face.
Yeah, and it's not. You're right. It was on Fox, of course, but it was CNN. I didn't see them touch it.
Is that the one where the guy spit on him?
No.
Or drop the N-word or something?
No, that no one could even prove happened.
Of course,
yeah,
of course not. Of course not. Those guys would never say something.
Breitbart offered $100,000 to anyone that could prove that happened, and no one had proved that it happened.
Maybe they did. Who cares?
What? All the other Tea Party people who were around? I mean,
for $100,000, somebody would have.
But all right, you called him a name or something. Nya. It's not like
holds a little more weight than that, but okay.
The guy. It's not like punching the walking up to a guy you disagree with. Did you just reduce that word to nana?
Yes. I want you to go downstairs on the sidewalk and just test out both those words. Start off with nana so we can complete the experiment.
Okay. I'll do it in front of the fucking black Israelites that do nothing but badmouth white people when you walk past them.
All right. I'm not saying that they're right.
How about I fucking drop the N-bomb on them? See what happens.
But why is that video not getting more coverage?
You wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
You wouldn't. What, driving by at 60?
I absolutely would.
Go do it, tough guy.
Right now.
Put your pistol on the table, go downstairs and do it.
Now you're fucking throwing rules in there. That shouldn't be in there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, see.
What? You think the black Israelites
is Red Dawn like a comedy? And you have that in the comedy section of your DVD collection?
Comedy. The black Israelites are fucking ridiculous racists that get away with standing in Times Square and blurting out their hate. Meanwhile, if I stood on a fucking spackle bucket and blurted out shit about black people, the cops would haul me away, or I'd be fucking beat up first.
Stop it. The fucking Klan can get a permit to go down the street and do what they want to do. Yeah. It's the same shit. You're talking about an ignorant group and an ignorant group. That's what you're doing. Now you're going to try to act like, that they can walk around saying all kinds of fucking racist shit.
They can.
How does it affect
why
your
aren't
life?
they removed from fucking the sidewalk for inciting? The Klan
has
to get permits.
That's a great point. That is a great point because of the reaction of white people. It doesn't. We look at them like it doesn't affect us, so we don't give a shit. If it actually incited a riot, okay.
But white people are scared.
The way the Klan can. The way the Klan can incite a fucking riot. If you put the Klan in New York City, there's going to be fucking problems.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Because it's easy to be aggressive and go after white people, regardless of their ideology. It's easy to do that.
That's not. You're really not looking at how the position of people in society. Like, do you think
people in society?
Do you think? Yes. Do you think a king gives a fuck when a serf is fucking screaming? He doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit. That's basically the way it is.
Oh, because we rule so much.
Because when you go in for a job interview as a white person, 90% of the time you walk in, it's a white dude. So the guy doesn't really affect what's going on in your life.
How did that come out of the black Israelites and me going up to them and dropping the N-bomb on them?
Because you're saying that they're inciting a riot. Why don't they get hauled up for inciting a riot? Because they never incite a riot. People will yell at them. There's a few people do it, but it never.
Of fear. It's out of fear. White people are afraid to confront them. They are fearful of black people because of what they see. And what might happen to them if they drop the N-bomb on those black Israelites, that they'd step off their fucking little buckets and punch you in the fucking face, because most people equate black militants or people with black Afrocentric ideology to violent behavior if you criticize them.
Let me ask you this. Their racist behavior, how has it affected your life?
Directly?
What have you not been able to do because of that? Exactly. But that's why it doesn't incite a riot, because at the end of the day, he's just some dude who has no power over your life screaming. Now, if you got a bunch of white...
So what does me dropping the M-bomb on him, how does that affect his life?
How does that affect his life?
Yeah.
Because of white people's fucking dominance in the culture.
Fuck that. How am I dominating that guy?
Hey, Opie, wouldn't you think that I would learn?
Him?
Like, I'm going to actually convince him?
Bill,
like,
how am I dominating him by dropping the N-bomb?
Bill's making a good point, but you can't totally discount black racism either. Like, you are making some really good points.
I'm not. I'm saying what those guys are saying is wrong. They shouldn't do it. But the reason why that they don't get hauled up for inciting a riot is because they don't. They don't incite a riot.
But of course they don't. That's what I'm saying. But the reason they
annoy me. I've yelled shit at them.
White people are afraid of them.
I've yelled shit at them, and I've thought the same shit that you're thinking, and it is fucked up. It's fucked up on both sides. But there's a reason why, like, I can't... it doesn't affect my life. If this guy's standing there going, white people, they fucking smell like fucking baloney,
White devil.
The white devil. They smell like wet dogs. They're animals. They're spawned from the devil's cock and whatever. The next day, I'm still on with my life. It's not a problem.
I think it goes beyond that.
Problem.
White people don't like to acknowledge a lot of times that there is a huge segment of the black population that does not like white people, or they're angry. A lot of white people don't like to acknowledge the fact that blacks are very pissed off. And what bothers me is the Klan has white and black people attacking them, as they should. But the black Israelites should never see. I think so. Yeah, I think they're garbage.
Okay.
But you'll never see. Blacks confronting the black Israelites. You just don't see that. It's like they're allowed to say what they want without the confrontation. I think it goes beyond just not affecting the life.
And a white guy cannot fucking say anything about a black guy or white pride or fucking the South or the fucking stars and bars, whatever level of whatever is determined to be racist by black people, you can't do it.
Right, and because of that, but it levels off. And you also get to live, you have cops who are friends. They wave to you as you come down the street as you're smoking a joint and fucking driving your Mustang 200 miles an hour with your get me out of a ticket sticker. Hey, it balances out, Anthony. You're doing all right with your 58 hot tubs and fucking...
I'm not saying.
Come on, dude. Stop it. Just stop it.
You don't have to drag the fact that I've actually... I've actually done something with my life and assimilate to society very well and made friends and act like a fucking human being to other people.
Please.
The fact you have to drag that out instead of
come on, dude. Brian Gumbel still gets pulled over. Brian Gumbel could still, at any moment, get the shit kicked out of him if someone doesn't watch Good Morning Today or whatever the fuck he's on.
What happened in Bill Burr's life that made you such a guilty white person?
I'm not a guilty white person.
You are so guilty.
No, I'm not. See, he's tapping out. He's tapping out. He just capitulated the argument.
I'm not.
Victory for Bill Burr. Bill Burr. You know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave right now. Bill Burr, Carolina. You just got fucking destroyed, and you got nothing. When did you become such a fucking douchebag? That's not even.
Don't pull an Iron Sheik on me,
motherfucker. Fuck you! I fuck you in your ass to make you humble. I don't want to do this anymore. You just had an Iron Sheik. That's a new thing. The Iron Sheik moment. You tapped out.
I did not tap out.
Why did you tap out?
You stopped making
You're
points.
You're the one that could fucking
you stopped making points.
Me.
You stopped making points. You just started insulting me.
You just did that to me.
You kind of tapped out.
I asked you what happened in your life.
Thank you. There we go. You did.
Why'd you tap out, Anthony?
I didn't tap out.
Why'd you tap out?
New word for the pest. Capitulate.
You guilty. You will not.
You just
blame,
capitulated the argument.
You will not blame black people.
His eyebrows are up. Look at it. It's over. His fucking heart rate's up.
You won't blame black people.
It's over.
For any.
It's over.
There has to be some responsibility.
But why did you insult Bill Burr in the middle of that?
Yeah. Why did you quit?
What happened?
At what point did you quit?
I didn't quit, Bill.
You quit.
I'm here. I'm right here.
No, you didn't. But you abandoned your argument. You completely abandoned it, and you turned it into a personal attack. Put your eyebrows down and be a goddamn man. Gather yourself. Do we need to take a break?
No.
Maybe Anthony could.
This is too good.
I did the same thing that you did to me three times during this discussion.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Is that why Opie's agreeing with? Opie's agreeing with me.
Well,
he's more agreeing against Anthony than he is with you.
Opie is stirring the pot. Is what it's called.
What are you talking about?
I've seen this for years.
There's a white guilt thing you said to Bill Burr.
That
he's a very guilty white
has
guy.
a track record that speaks for itself. That he doesn't do things like that.
No,
he doesn't do things like that.
up.
He doesn't do things like that.
Bill,
I mean, what?
Bill.
There you go. Oh, Anthony's back.
Bill.
I didn't know who that guy's.
Apologize to Bill, first of all.
Are there
the white
any-
guilt
Your
thing.
eyebrow
any
and your mustache, everything was fucking at full mast.
Full mast. Are there any situations, Bill, where black people are to blame?
I'll give you a great example. I'll give you a great example.
I didn't even ask the question.
I already know what you're asking me.
What am I
You
gonna
did
ask?
ask it.
What
You
am I-
fucking shouted it with your eyebrows at full attention. Is there anything? You would have thought you were out of food. Have you no?
All right, answer the question that Anthony
I'll
never
tell you.
asked.
This is one that I hate.
Okay.
I hate whenever a black dude is like a pimp or something like that, and then they just blame his social situation. It'd be like, well, if he was white, he could have been a doctor. It's like, no, he's making a scumbag move. How come if he was white, he wouldn't be a CEO for Enron? He wouldn't be a banker.
Oh, right,
he wouldn't be a
right.
complete piece of shit. All of a sudden, like, just because he's black, he's going to be an angel. People are people, and most people are pieces of shit, and they're fucking liars. That's what I feel. And most people don't do the right thing, including myself, because that's the hardest thing in life, is not to be a complete piece of shit.
Right.
It is. It's
agree.
easier when you're
with that.
younger, when you have parents, and they can act like they're not complete pieces of shit and try to fucking make you a better person. But the second you leave the nest and then you go out in the world, and it's like, I could go to a peep show right now, and I'm not going to get sent to bed early.
So
Then
start turning
you
into
slowly,
a piece of shit.
you slowly go off track, which has fucking happened in my life. So that's my thing. No, I don't just openly. I don't. Believe me, dude. I've had unbelievable battles with other black comics who were all sitting there in the middle of a deal before I'd ever gotten a deal, telling me that I had it easier as a white person.
That is enraging when black comics pull that fucking shit.
Yeah. So that happened. Not to start a fucking soapbox thing here for Anthony. Another subject to go off of. Yeah, there's definitely that stuff. Okay.
I've lowered my brows.
Yes, you have. All right.
We got two great phone calls coming in. First is James in Canada. James.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning,
Hi,
James.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
I'm whiter than 2 bags of milk, and I got no guilt for nothing, but I find it funny that you have these battles with Bill or Patrice, but when Quentin Rampage Jackson or Frank Lucas was in this week, you didn't say shit.
What am I going to start a racial discussion with them for? They're not known for that. What am I going to do?
Exactly. All Frank Lucas did was $1 million a day in drugs.
Yes.
Why would you discuss the black community with him?
Why am I going to get into it with him?
And Bill Burr is known for his racial stances?
Yeah, at times. At times.
Yeah.
I've seen Bill up on his soapbox.
All right. You have a good day.
And you're fucking Canadian, so shut up. You can't even talk about this.
Oh,
I don't know what,
shit.
He did it again. You won, sir. You're 0-2. You just did it again.
No,
you kind of did it.
That is the biggest, Bill. That is the biggest cop out.
Because you're not bringing up a point. What do you know, you fucking Canadian? Go dump some syrup on your cock.
The guy,
well, I made my point.
You mean to tell me this guy knows
Anthony,
more
you're a child. You
about,
argue like a child.
African Americans. They're not called African Canadians.
Clean up your toys and go to your room, sir.
No.
And think about what you've done.
No.
There you go.
They're not
Tom
called
Anthony.
African Canadians.
Can I go?
We're talking about African Americans. You have to live amongst them to get an understanding of what we're talking about. A Canadian does not know what the fuck I'm
Anybody
talking
buying
about.
this?
He does raise a good point about Canadians commenting on racial relations in America when they don't experience it.
It's a whole different story up there.
They have a totally different point of view.
They don't fucking put up with shit up there. If a white fucking Canadian says something bad, race-wise, it's more of a crime.
The Human Rights Tribunal, they really are pathetic in Canada.
Than fucking, killing somebody.
The fucking
up there.
CBC is worse than the FCC.
Crazy. So I don't want to hear from Canadians.
All right, let's go down to New Orleans and talk to Q.
Oh, Christ. Might as well be
Q,
Canada.
I believe, has been on our show a few times. Q.
Yeah, I done called a couple of times. What's up, boy?
What's up,
What's up, Q?
Congratulations, Ope. That's the first thing I want to say. Jimmy, love your stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Bill, you're a killer, man. I love you to death.
Congratulations, Q. I'm sure you have lots of kids.
See? 0 for 3, Bill Burr. Although funny.
That was funny.
Although funny,
That was
but
funny.
0 for 3.
That was funny.